Hello, and welcome back. This recording is fresh off of a pagan holiday consumed by Christianity in their never-ending crusade to destroy all other cultures. Happy holidays. Today, my little pre-gameplay nattering is going to be a touch long. There's a number of things I want to talk about. If you're fixing to get to the actual gameplay, here's a time code to when that starts, so you can skip ahead to that if you want. But otherwise, let's get right into it. First, I want to touch, briefly, on the cutscene we were hit with in the transition between the Bionis interior and Makna Forest. It's a doozy. Even before that, Shulk hits us with the concept that the Bionis might not actually be truly dead. An unnerving revelation to be sure, considering that's where everyone lives. And then, we learn that even that might not be true, as we learn that there are humanoids native to Mechonis. Everything about the conflict between the peoples of Bionis and the machines of Mechonis is thrown into question because of this. But I want to save this for later pre-talk, where I can talk about both this topic and some new information on Zord. I want to focus on getting to the next party member right now, so this isn't the right time for this talk. Speaking of new party members though, we got one last episode, and might have another one by the end of this episode. I don't know yet. Today, though, it's Melia. I'm going to spoil a little bit of her story elements, so if you want to avoid that, here's another time code for when I start talking about her mechanics. First off, we have who Melia is. And we've actually seen this before, via Shulk's visions.
Father!
Because of that, this isn't so much of a spoiler as much as it is a clarification. Like Charlotte posits, why does Melia speak about the Hom's travelers as if she wasn't one of them? Well, it's because she isn't. As Shulk's vision of Prison Island shows, Melia's father is a Hyentia. The headdress she's wearing hides her wings. Of course, her wings are substantially smaller than her father's. Melia is easily one of my favorite characters in this game. She's a lot of fun. She's proud, she's determined, she's driven, she's a little awkward, she's dramatic to the point of being goofy. She's a lot of fun. The writing in this game does tend to screw with her a lot, though. But the new epilogue adventure added to this definitive version of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Future Connected, features her as one of the primary characters, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening in that thing. Let's now talk about how Melia functions in battle. She's a DPS type, like Shulk, as well as a support type. She's also pretty complicated, and her AI can't quite reach her true potential, whereas you can leave our other characters to their own devices, more or less. Melia has potential to deal massive damage with her arts, and has the highest ether stat in the game. In exchange, however, she has the lowest HP of the party, and fairly terrible physical defense. Let's speak about her talent art. Like Charlotte's Cool Off, Melia's Elemental Discharge is always usable. Unlike Cool Off, Elemental Discharge doesn't suck. Elemental Discharge is actually a focal element of Melia's battle style. Many of her arts actually involve summoning motes of elemental energy, up to an active maximum of 3, and using Elemental Discharge uses the most recently summoned elemental to attack a target. But that's not all to Melia's... What is happening? Why is my voice like this? But that's not all to Melia's elementals. Each elemental has its own type of damage style, like the single target bolt versus the AoE flare, and each also provides its own buff to Melia and her allies, within a certain radius of her while active. And this is where Melia's AI falls short. It simply can't strategize with her elementals like you or I can. A fairly big strategy is to summon an Aqua Elemental first, and use the other 2 slots to perform attacks with, leaving the Aqua Mote to provide its passive healing buff to the party. Another strategy might be to stack a trio of Bolt Elementals, boosting Melia's ether stat mightily, then rapidly discharging all 3 to deal massive single target damage. But even that's not all. Elemental Discharge charges by 10% each time an elemental is discharged, or by 15% if it's discharged within 5 seconds of a different elemental. Once full, Melia automatically activates her Elemental Burst aura. While this aura is active, Elemental Discharge damage is doubled. But you don't necessarily want to take advantage of that immediately. Some of Melia's more powerful arts can only be used while Elemental Burst is active. Elemental Burst will eventually remove itself and set her talent art back to a charge of 0%, which has a random duration decided on application, and there's a chance of the aura being removed each time Elemental Discharge is used, as per this chart, and also set her talent art back to a charge of 0%. In addition, if Elemental Burst is removed by the battle ending, Melia being incapacitated or inflicted with daze, or the activation of another aura, the charge of her talent art will instead be set to 90%, primed to reapply Elemental Burst the next time Elemental Discharge is used. Melia also has other powerful arts besides her Elemental Summons and Discharges, like a Drop Kick that can force topple, and a unique damage-reflecting move that, when used correctly, can actually be used to defeat enemies of a significantly higher level than the party. In terms of gem crafting, I said that weird, Melia's shooter trait increases qualities more with a medium flame, while, as an engineer, she has poor strong and gentle flames, and a great medium flame. My voice is just going today. What's happening? Ow, my neck. Ow. There's one more thing I'd like to talk about now. I read, I think, a Twitter tweet at some point that posited this point perfectly, though I've since lost the link to that tweet. For all the good visual updates that Xenoblade Chronicles has in this definitive edition, there is a notable problem with the homogenization of the female characters. Fiora, Sharla, and Melia have all been affected by this homogenization, having their unique features smoothed out and brought more towards the white concept of beauty. Additionally, the emotions that they express visually are muted, such as the cutscene where Melia and her soldiers were battling the Telethia. It's just disappointing that these changes were made. And also, Alvis was changed? Like, his lower jaw was lifted up, so his neck seems strangely long. That's weird. That's weird. Something else that was changed is the ornament on his necklace. It was a key in the original version, and the 3DS port, but it's been changed to a recurring shape throughout the Xeno series. This chunky cross. It's mostly just to better connect Xenoblade 1 with Xenoblade 2, the details of which is a fairly hefty spoiler for the endings of both games, so we'll table that for now. Well, that was long. As always, I've got links to my Ko-fi and Redbubble in the description below if you like what I do and or want my thought. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, or don't, that's fine too. But now, it's showtime! Oh, Headshaker! Daze! Sure, is capable of dazing now. I really do need to get those manuals. I'll have to do that. What do you have done? Serene Heart, is it? Increases accuracy and evasion. That would be pretty dang helpful. Melia actually has a fairly decent synergy with Rhine and Dunban. It's actually her first skill tree that she unlocks. Over to the right over here. One of the skills in that tree is called Unadorned Beauty. And Unadorned Beauty increases defenses when you don't have any gems equipped. Yes, cool. You can tell when I don't have a script going, because I have to pause and think about things every so often. And Unadorned Beauty is very good to be skill linked onto Dunban and Rhine, if you're doing the naked Dunban strat. Because if you're doing the naked Dunban strat, he's not wearing clothing, which means he doesn't have any gem slots except on his weapon. Unadorned Beauty then comes into play. Rhine is the opposite. You can equip him with a lot of heavy armor, and for whatever reason, heavy armor doesn't typically have gem slots. So, Unadorned Beauty again. What do I want for you? Rare crystals. Chill damage. Strength during the night. Agility, wind boosts. I think I want this one. Yeah. Okay. So, Melia. I like Melia. She's goofy. Let's kill something.
Everyone, stay on your guard. Don't let a single one escape. Let me at him. I'm turning up the heat. Ryan, I suggest you keep your cool. I'm powering up. Hypnosis! You around, I'd fight 3 times as hard. Now it's right time.
Get closer and poke it with your stick.
Witness my true power.
Poke it with your stick.
Feel darkness blacker than midnight. Now. My thanks. Summon flare. Shala? What about me? Flare impulse. Is that all? Manifest yourself. Roaring thunder. Witness my true power. Last one.
Yeah. I really need to outfit my characters more. Say the funny lines.
Let us move in for the kill. Manifest yourself. I feel the ether building within me.
You having a bad time over there, Ryan?
Where is your fighting spirit? We are victorious.
Who else wants some?
We make a great team.
I love Melia. You can see our new the next character's weapons showing up in the weapon pool now, which is odd. Why? Why would you do that? That is an odd decision to make. Can I jump up this? No.
Prepare yourselves. I don't want
Let's kill that thing.
anyone dying out there.
Hey, get down here.
I'm turning up the heat.
Don't give him an inch, Ryan.
Come here. Let me hit you with my stick. Gotta hit you with the stick.
Manifest yourself. Summon force.
Eventually, Melia will get a... Oh, cool. Thank you. Eventually, Melia will get a
Ryan.
art called Summon Copy, which will summon another copy of the
3 times as hard. Now it's right time.
Witness my true
elemental that you just summoned, so you don't have to wait for the cooldown.
manifest yourself. It's flowing through me. Turn to chaos. Star searing flames of absolute I can't let that one slip by. The head! Shoot him in the head!
What? What did I say?
The head! Shoot him in the head! Oh, I love that. Oh, I love Melia. She's a lot of fun. Eventually I want to get the... Eventually I want to get all the... Oh, hello. Don't you look at me. Eventually I want to get all the, what you call it? After battle dialogues. There's horses over here. Aggressive horses. And aggressive birds. Everything's aggressive here. And at level. Which is troublesome. Hi. Thank you, Charlotte. The new Avatar movie has come out after 14 years. Sounds like it sucks, like the first one did. Like the only good things I hear about is that, oh, it looks great. It looks like a technological marvel. And it's like, great. I don't care. My eyes aren't very good, and I can't see any of it. If James Cameron's Avatar movies aren't something I can enjoy outside the theater, why should I care? It's just Pocahontas in space!
Now you shall witness
I.e.,
my power.
simplistic, uninspired and rather poorly written, sanctimonious, and deeply racist. Ooh, the world is suffering as your fault! Look at what's been visited upon these poor Native Na'vi, who are too primitive and need a white savior to lead them. Save the trees, save the whales, save the oceans, blah blah blah. I don't need some rich asshole condescending to me about the environment. And really, what would you expect coming from James Cameron, a man who thinks that the Native Americans just should have fought harder to not be colonized? That he wouldn't have just been killed if he was in the same position. Each copy of the Elemental actually stacks its buffs. So that's something to keep in mind. It is a little difficult telling how far away you need to be from an enemy to actually hit it.
Let's get going.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
That is a complaint that I have. Those birds again. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. God. As for the world of whatever the hell, I don't know why people are so ready to jack off over it. It's a forest in the first one, and a beach in the second one. What's really here that hasn't been seen 100 times before, both in fiction and reality? Ooh, mildly fanciful animals that function basically exactly the same as normal Earth animals. How invigorating. But the fantasy Native Americans can shove their fantasy penis tentacles into all the fantasy animals and fantasy plants to fantasy interface with them, which is cool. You know, you could just size up a regular animal and wind up in exactly the same place as a lot of the stuff in JC's Avatar world.
Okay, let's get going.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Xenoblade's world is so much better than anything the Avatar movies have shit out. Ah. Son of a bitch. more fantastical flora and fauna in Xenoblade, and the world and cultures are so much more vibrant and interesting. What I am saying is that Xenoblade Chronicles is better than James Cameron's Avatar movies in every way. Donate your money to Native American aid funds instead of seeing James Cameron's racist bullshit. Links in the description below.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Leave it to Ryan.
Star-searing flames of absolution! Fire!
Eat this.
Witness my true power. Now we're working as one. We must nurture this fuse.
Powering up.
Get closer and hit it.
It's flowing through me.
Now it's
Return
right
to
time.
chaos.
Goodbye, Ryan.
Manifest yourself. Wake up. Roaring thunder. Summon flare. Manifest yourself.
Powering up.
How is that possible?
Melia.
My thanks. I fear I approach my
Now it's
limit.
right time. Come on. Beat.
I am in your debt. Summon bolt. My rifle's getting hotter.
Yes? Ah, get away from me. No, why are you attacking me? Yeah, even if you don't have Shulk in the party, you can still get visions. Because technically he is still in the party, he's just not doing anything. Yeah, he's like just standing off to the side watching. He's there, he's just not doing anything. Which, that is something interesting about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where you just have your party of 6 and they're all out all the time, attacking. Then there's this guy. I think if we walk past him, he's just going to attack us. And there's not much we can do from up here on the bridge. But yeah, having all 6 of your party members out all the time it's an interesting choice. It makes sense. It makes sense for that. How long have we been going? Gotta get Riki. The goodest boy. Who is a man.
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
Ah, Bird Lady. Welcome back, Bird Lady.
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
Hum here! Hum here!
Hum who? Hum who?
Hum hum everywhere! Me want touch hum hum.
Me want nibble hum hum.
Hum hum taste phew.
Hum hum scary. Oh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here.
Bird Lady here.
Melia back! Bird Lady back!
Bird Lady?
Piece it together, boy.
My dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a Hom need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well. That girl. Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
I forgot what the village chief looked like. Oh, you've learned a skill. Good job. Good for you, Dun Dun. There's a quest there. There's a quest there. There's a... Nighttime snacks. Nighttime snacks. Racks and racks of nighttime snacks. Where am I going? Up? I think up. Let's go up. If Nopon don't change ways, then what become of us? What do you say? What become a village if this continues? What the hell was that? What was that accent? There's another quest. Come back to it later. I'll need to make a list for this area too. Orb storage. Oh, Dedeba. I remember you. Kind of. A little bit. Nopon do love their orbs. Pondering them. They're basically wizards. Ballin' works. How you doing, pal? See me turn winch wheel! Behold, strong legs of me! Oh, I love the freeze frame! That was great! My job to make sure staff operate winch system properly. We need you know who to work hard too, or we cannot make orbs. I love Nopon. Here's a fun fact. Nopon are awful people. Oh, Riki's house. I wonder who that could be. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about for us. Just a random name. That doesn't matter. Child. Nopon are just kind of generally terrible. They're kind of greedy and violent. And they have some really dark plot lines. A whole lot of the time. Like the suicide plot line. The drugs plot line. The scamming plot line. Just a whole lot of dark crap. Where am I going? God, this building is so tall. There is a landmark up here that I want to hit. There we go. Right at the top. So that we don't have to walk as much. Right, Melia?
Melia, you're welcome to come with us. Is it true? Were you alone in the forest?
That thing must be stopped by my hand. This is my pledge to those that have died.
Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
Wounded by a girl? You don't mean you're going to fight the Telethia?
How do you know of the Telethia?
When I went to collect the ether crystals, some Telethia attacked me. I managed to destroy them and get away.
You defeated Telethia? Who are you? The Monado. So that sword can...
To tell the truth, they were the Telethia spawn. Someone told me the primary Telethia is healing somewhere in the forest. It was you, wasn't it? You hurt the Telethia. Melia.
The Telethia escaped from our homeland, and I am tasked with killing it. It cannot remain free. For the sake of my people and the Nopon, it must be stopped.
Melia, we can help you defeat it if you like.
Out of pity?
No.
Why then?
It's just... I want...
Speak, Shulk, or I shall be forced to summon the Nopon chief to interpret for me.
I would like to help.
What could you possibly gain from aiding me?
I saw it. At the top of a black tower. You and I were fighting together. Fighting that faced Mechon. I also saw you fighting a huge Telethia.
It threw me the first time and all.
Forgive me, Shulk, but what are you talking about?
Shulk can see visions of the future.
See the future? And you expect me to believe this rubbish?
Believe what you want, lady. Same as I tell all the non-believers.
That'll be me then.
Oh, yeah! In any case, the only reason we got this far was because of Shulk's visions. If Shulk says he saw you in a vision, then you must be important to whatever happens next. And if you're tough enough to fight a face Mechon, you're all right in my book.
You've got my vote. A lady should not go unaccompanied onto the battlefield.
Excuse me? I am quite capable of dispatching the beast alone. I require no assistance of any kind.
Nice done, man.
My dear, I apologize, but I could not help overhearing. Their offer sounds quite reasonable. The danger extends much further than our small dwelling. Makna itself is at risk. And we shall provide you with the finest warrior of our clan.
Yes.
Danga,
No need for thanks. He is the equal, if not better, of the Hom-Hom.
You do know we're listening.
The chosen Nopon hero will await you below. I shall go ahead and prepare him. Please, excuse me.
Yes.
A Nopon hero. Now this I have to see.
Don't be like that. Let's meet him first.
No sense switching the characters around. Not if we're gonna... Where's that water? There it is. Let's see if I can survive this jump. I can't jump. Get over there. There we go. Here's a quick way down, as long as you don't land on the shore or the thing in the middle. Yes, Riki!
May I introduce Heropon Riki!
Yay, Riki! Our Heropon!
Watch out!
Get off me! To you!
Right in the... Take this, Fumble!
That's not good.
Heropon! Heropon! Fight back!
Heropon, chop, chop. Heropon, go forth.
Heropon, get up!
Heropon, make Nopon proud!
I introduce to you this year's legendary Heropon, Riki!
New hum friends, meet this year's legendary Heropon, Riki. Riki live to serve.
A Heropon, you say? Not sure where you'll come in handy, but the more the merrier. Sure. Are these Telethia as strong as they sound?
Yes. They're quick as lightning and can read your mind.
Mind-reading giant bird? No problem.
I can see their movement through the Monado, but even that's not enough to get the better of them.
And we're going up against the daddy version. No one blink for a second.
Okay.
Eyes wide open.
And don't forget that Melia is our only chance of making it to Erith Sea. If anything happens to our guide, it's on our heads. The Telethia is our target, but don't forget about the person standing next to you.
Dunban's right. I am in your debt. My weaknesses are all too apparent.
No worries, Melia.
Riki has been informed of the Dino Beast, what you refer to as the Telethia. Be safe, my hum friends.
Riki's friends, listen to Riki. Dino Beast is big and scary. Friends, get ready. Friends, help Riki get ready.
You want us to get equipment for you?
Riki's friend, right? Hum clever. Friends meet Riki when ready. Then, friends and Riki leave together.
Big attitude for a furry footrest.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Great. That'll come in handy.
Is it just me, or did we suddenly become Nopon mercenaries?
I love Riki. I love Riki so much. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god. Riki is amazing. We got armor that can even protect from Dino Beast attack. Well, maybe not quite that good. Anyway, do your best. Come back safe and tell us stories of Riki's bravery. Oh. Oh. I'm so happy. I love Riki so much. Change page. There we go. Where am I going? There. There it is. Oh. Jeez. Riki going to deal the shit. Riki going to kill Dino Beast? Riki gonna need good weapon. Good luck, Heropon, Riki. Me supporting you. Warrior Gnasher. So we've been seeing those all over the place. Picked up in random drops from enemies. The Gnasher type. It's a mouth on a stick.
Ready to go. Come, new friends. Riki's adventure begins.
Riki, you do know where the Telethia is, don't you?
Of course Riki know. Melie, Riki hear you hurt Dino Beast.
I did, but only a little.
When Dino Beast hurt, Riki know it go to place with ether crystals. Friends and Riki go to place with crystals. Then we find Dino Beast. Chief, tell Riki. Chief always right.
So you do know a thing or two about this monster. Guess we'll be searching for some ether crystals then.
Riki, why are you the Heropon?
Why? Because Chief Dunga choose Riki.
He chose you. So you weren't chosen from birth?
Friend wrong. Chief choose by instinct.
By instinct?
Why friend surprised? Chief have sharp instinct. Chief be village seer.
So that's how you became the Heropon. Can't argue with that.
But he is kind of compact for a warrior hero.
Oh, Riki owe lots of monies to village. If Riki defeat Dino Beast, village promise to forget my debts. So Riki like being Heropon.
Oh, Riki! Oh, Riki. I can't wait for you to know more about Riki.